Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give a very quick talk about why I don't use WhatsApp. Basically, there are two reasons, and one is just personal preference. It's one of those things because it's ubiquitous and everyone's got it. You find you get roped into all sorts of groups which grow and grow like Topsy, and you end up in conversations with 30 people, 25 of whom you've never met. So I've always had a bit of a problem with it anyway as a time waster. But the main reason that I don't use WhatsApp for business is privacy. You may know that Facebook took over WhatsApp at the beginning of 2021, and they surreptitiously introduced some privacy policies which I wasn't a huge fan of. Facebook are notorious for changing privacy conditions without telling you, always in their favour, by the way. They'll take more and more stuff from you, and then you have to by default, and then you have to go and change all the settings back if you want to remove that information. And one of the things they did when they were taking over WhatsApp, bearing in mind WhatsApp has lots of users who never actually use Facebook acquired all WhatsApp users' information, including their contact details. So you could be having a WhatsApp conversation with your family, most of them weren't on Facebook, all of a sudden Facebook have acquired their information. I think it's a bit of a cheek, and my personal feelings about Facebook and WhatsApp is it's dangerous, the amount of information they harvest about you. Now, don't worry too much because WhatsApp conversations themselves are encrypted, so they can't get those. But they can get everything about you. They can find out who your friends are, what their numbers are, when you messaged them, when you spoke to them. You can imagine how an oppressive government could use this information in horrendous ways. Imagine what the Russians would be doing with that now, given the way they've been behaving to their demonstrators against the war. So I've got real philosophical problems with WhatsApp. Yes, it's absolutely a brilliant way of getting hold of people, but if I'm trying to market myself as a web safety guru and say, okay, I'm interested in your privacy, then I don't really want to use WhatsApp because to me it violates everything that I believe in about personal privacy. So I'd recommend you read up on the changes that have happened in the last 18 months or so, come to your own conclusions about whether you want to use it anymore. But personally, I'm of the feeling I would rather not use WhatsApp again. There are alternatives. Signal and Telegram are the ones that I'd be looking to explore, because they don't just encrypt the conversations, they respect your privacy in ways such as, they're not releasing your contact details to anyone or anything like that. So it's a safer way of communicating, and the functionality is very similar to what WhatsApp's got. Of course, as well, when you get a big company takes over a little company, often it brings the innovation of the small company and then gets things down to the lowest common denominator. Remember what happened when Rupert Murdoch took over MySpace, basically killed it. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's why I will not be using WhatsApp. Thank you for watching.